Hey guys, thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Lucas, this is my wife Bree. We're just a reselling couple and we're going to go over some recent hauls. This is kind of like a part 2. But before we begin, if you would please click down below and hit the subscribe button and like this video, we would appreciate it. So who wants to go first?
I can go first this time. Alright, first I picked up Maeve. It is an Anthropologie brand. I'm not sure if these are going to focus or not. It is extra small. I just thought it was nice with some bright colors. It is embroidered or crocheted. It is lined halfway down, and I picked it up for $6. I picked up Maeve a few times. It's not something I find all the time, and it's not something that I pick up each time I do find, so that cuts it down even less. But I did like this skirt. I thought it was good for fall, so I picked it up.
For me, item here is probably a brand you've never heard of, Bahama. Just kidding. The reason why I picked this up, it was 100% silk shirt, but you can see there's some flower detail on the back. It's on the front. Again, it's kind of like the same thing with what she said. It's like I do sometimes pick this up. I don't sometimes pick this up. I complain when I pick this up. So yeah, it just really depends. I hadn't really found a whole lot of stuff on this trip for myself, so I think that's why I went ahead and got this. I did pay up for it a little bit, $7, which I don't know in hindsight why I did that, but I believe it'll sell. It's a cool print.
It has a cool texture to it.
Yeah,
Also,
and it's a silk shirt. The silk shirts seem to sell still.
Next thing I picked up is a Joey. This is 100% linen. It's a tank. It's a flowy tank with the little split V-neck. But as after I pulled this to sitting here, I noticed it actually has some flaws in it. There's some holes, and they did, whoever owned this before did have it actually fixed. But it's not fixed to a point that I'm going to like resell it, and it is a size small, so not my size, because lots of times if I find flaws, I'll still wear it. It doesn't, depending on the flaw, it doesn't really bother me, but this unfortunately isn't my size either, so that won't be getting listed. I guess one less thing to have to take a photo of.
Optimism.
Oh, I did pay $3 for that.
Item here for me is a Sims. This is just a pearl snap vintage shirt. I've never found this brand before around here. We were a little ways from home. It does have a stain on it that I am aware of, but I figured I would probably wear it a couple times before reselling it. Sims is has a pretty good following. All of their stuff usually does pretty well. Hoping to get $25 to $30 out of it. If you can find like jackets or like fishing vests that have pockets and stuff on them, those things are the real good things. Or so I've heard. I haven't really found anything, but that's what everybody else says. So
Gotta believe them.
that's right.
My next item, I was on the new rack, or like the rack that had just come out, and actually since COVID and all this, I've noticed that I've actually gotten talked to a couple times at the Goodwills, is they now have signs on the racks that say, like the new racks that come out that say, like, please keep 6 feet back, like do not come to this rack or whatever. This was not one of those places, but so that's a bummer on those. But anyway, so I was stalking the new rack, and I found this Kate Spade New with Tags dress. I don't see anything wrong with it, except for some hairs. But yeah, I haven't found anything wrong with it yet, which I'm sure once I actually go to photograph it, I will be like, oh, yep, there's a reason why. But they also had it for $9.99, so I got it for $10. So if this turns out to actually not have anything wrong with it, this was probably one of my best pickups, and I'm super excited about it because the retail is like $400. So yeah, I was super excited about that.
Yeah, and where we were at, I don't believe $10 was marked up either.
Yeah, no, dresses. That wasn't like considered marked up. That was just their dresses are $9.99. So it's great.
Next brand for me is a Maine. These are like a dress shirt. They're super soft. It is new with tags. I don't always pick this brand up when we're doing some retail arbitrage because most of the time they're marked up. The couple that I found were marked way down. I'm not too sure yet either. I've sold a couple of them. All the ones that I've sold have had a white label, but there is a blue label that seems to sell a little bit higher. So that's something to be on the lookout for. Now, even though it is new with tags, I think, the price that you're going to probably be able to get around this is $45 to $50, probably max. So take that into consideration. It does seem to have a pretty good following though too. And if you need a shirt, I mean, these are just super nice, soft dress shirts to wear. So yeah, I think I paid like somewhere around $12 for this maybe. So hopefully I'll be able to get 45 for it.
My next item is a Talbot's. Oh, everyone I feel like knows what that tag looks like. But anyway, they had these sequined butterflies on here. And Talbot's is not a brand that I intentionally go out looking for. If it does have something like a little bit unique, I will pick it up as long as it's not priced way up. It was $4. I thought that was reasonable. But yeah, the brand does sell. It doesn't command a ton of money, but it will sell, and I think people like butterflies and sequins together.
It's just kind of different.
Yeah, it's just something different.
All right, my next item here is it is a Vince, a straight up Vince, not the Vince cami out or whatever. What is it?
Camuto, I
Camuto.
think.
So it's just a button up shirt. We never found this retail arbitraging, so this was just one that we were gonna pick up and try. I mean, hopefully we can get $25, $30 out of it. I have no idea. It was kind of just a shot in the dark. The place where I got this, I believe it was like kind of like a Time Crunch maybe. No, that was a different place. But still, it's a super nice brand, super expensive. But as we've learned, super expensive doesn't mean always super great at reselling. So brand to be on the lookout though for.
Yeah. Next I picked up some Lucky Brand Sophia straight jeans, but they did have this like flower detail on the back. And they were in really good condition. So, and they were $5, I think. Yeah, they weren't marked up. Lucky Brand, or for me anyway, when I find it, they're usually pretty marked up. So for $5, I was happy to go ahead and try this pair.
Yeah, I think over time, Lucky Brand has probably been one of our best selling
It's definitely
brands.
my number one seller brand for jeans, but it's probably one of the only brands I do pick up, so it's probably not totally fair.
Yeah, that's true.
But it is definitely, like, I do sell it. I don't usually have a problem selling it. It's mostly just trying to actually find it less than like $15. Like, that seems to be what everybody wants to price it at, or when I do find it at a thrift store. So I think my biggest is just when I just finding it less than like $8. I'd probably pay up to $8 for them.
My next item is a Jan's 10 USA grandpa sweater. This thing is nice if you look into this kind of thing. So these, I think I'll be able to get $35 out of this. They kind of are hit and miss, these Jan's 10, but I feel like this style of cardigan, I believe that's what this is called, where it just buttons up part way. Those seem to do the best. I have had like a couple like full sweaters, they're just pullovers, and they do sell, but not for as good of price. So, and definitely you want it to stay made in USA. I've noticed that is something that is important to people. This has a good pattern on it, so I believe that this will sell pretty good.
And then my last item that I have to share is just another pair of Lucky Brand. They are the same size. They are also the Sophia Straight. I bought them at the same place, so probably the same person donated them. This one just had a little bit of a different detail on the pocket, and again, in really good condition. They aren't overworn or anything like that. So $5 again. So I went ahead and picked them up.
And again, not sure if anybody has heard of this brand or not. Tommy for your mommy. So yeah, like I said, I don't always pick this up, but the main reason why I did was because this is actually embroidered. So the embroidered ones are supposed to sell pretty well. I mean, it is pretty cool. It's, got that nice name back there and the airplane and Paradise Hopper with good floral print. So hopefully,
Is that silk?
yeah, this is silk. Yep.
Silk too.
Yep. So 100% silk. I try to stay away from like the linen or the other ones unless they have cool prints on them, because they just don't seem to sell as well. So hopefully with this one, I should be able to get $35 out of it. That's what I'm gonna price it a little bit higher than that even, and hopefully we'll be able to get 35 out of it. So.
I think I told you more than I picked up.
Oh, all right. Well, the last item here is a brand that I've never sold before. Faherty. Yeah. So this particular print, this Aztec print, which hit me up if you want it, is something that you should always be on the lookout for with anything. So, like I said, this is new at tag, so I got this at a store, retail arbitrage, and that was the thing that like struck me. I was like, oh dang, check this out, and it was $20, so I did pay up a little bit for it. But this, like the retail, I don't know what it is. It says on here $150. This particular shirt, as I'm just blabbling now, used was going for $60. So I hope I'm going to be able to get around 100 for it. I don't know if, sometimes with brands, used versus new with tags doesn't really mean a whole lot. Like you can't get any more even though it is new with tags. So, but I mean, even $65 would be a very good, into 20 it would be a little bit, it'd be making more than 100% on our investment. But definitely be on the lookout for this pattern. This brand, normal regular shirts like flannel, fleece shirts, they are expensive, like from the store from like Nordstrom or whatever, but yeah.
I'm excited to get that listed.
Yeah. I'm not big into like this print, but that doesn't mean it won't sell, right? I don't have to be into it, so. But that was just some of our cool finds here recently. So we are trying to put together a video each about our month of August, because I believe for both of us, August was the best month that we've had reselling, so that was really encouraging. Kind of crazy. Don't really know what we did. We're going to try to look into that a little bit more and figure out why we were able to increase our sales. Now, of course, over like the last 2 days, we haven't had any sales, so that's kind of scary.
But, it all averages out.
Right, it'll all work out. So again, we thank you so much for watching, and if you could, please like this, subscribe. We would appreciate it very much, and you guys stay safe and have a good day.